Hello, welcome. Welcome, Moonites of YouTube and Twitch chat. How are you doing today? Let me catch up with chat. Hello, Risk. Hello, Articus. Hello, Poppy. I can't believe she didn't even stay long enough to see my face. It's fine. I hope she will have a wonderful day as well. Hope you don't mind my nightmare fuel. Yeah, I don't know much about the game, about Slay the Princess that we're going to play today. But I know some nightmare fuel, some horror aspects. That's all I know, basically. And that there is a lot of endings. You love humanity, Risk. You hate how cruel humans can be to each other. Yeah, that's it do be like that. I didn't have anything good to say right now about that. I'm still kinda waking up. Yeah, probably if you will be fighting his demons today. Painter, welcome, Painter. And hello, Ildos. Oh, negative situation united people in the country. It do be like that as well. We need common enemies, right? I will be the common enemy of humanity if you guys want to unite all of humanity. I will just start saying outrageous shit that everyone hates. And I think I will unite humanity. Hello, children. Hello, Kirill. Yeah, Risk. So today I woke up very late. After yesterday's 12-hour stream, I slept for like. After the stream, I talked with Runa, another VTuber, for like 2 hours because we wanted to talk about a few things. And so I went to sleep after 4 a.m. and I was tired and I slept for like 9 or 10 hours. I didn't plan on doing that. I had a, alarm, but I turned it off in my half asleep state. And yeah, I slept in late. So no schedule yet for this week, guys. But I will try to do it later today or early tomorrow. I just have to figure out a few other things before I can schedule anything. Health insurance, I hate that. Seems most of my country folk do too. You're from USA, Risk, right? Yeah, I heard some shit going down about health insurance companies. I didn't keep up. It's juvenile? Look who's talking, Painter! Maybe lead by example. So yeah, my brain is not at full working capacity today, so maybe a little bit shorter stream, I don't know. But I wanted to stream, so we're going to play the Slay the Princess. And I wanted to talk about something else as well. Recently, I've been getting some questions about streaming stuff, like how to make a thumbnail, how to figure out settings for streaming, how to get a model or whatever. And not only to forward that to me, but in general, I've been seeing the questions like that, but I also been asked questions like that. So I'm wondering if I should do like, just, I don't know, tutorial videos, whatever, I don't know. I just Google everything whenever I want to do something. So I'm just surprised how bad ability of people is to Google or Bing or whatever, just to search online. Big Sixter is this. Dude that looked like a pro capped, a health insurance CEO. Yeah, I know that. And calls for sorrow were met with desert and party. And a sudden spike in security service contracts with CSU. Yeah. It's shocking how we all kind of agree that this CEO was not worth of tears. Also, Moist Critical just published a video about another CEO just talking, shit, like trying to excuse themselves from, paying people their insurance or whatever. I don't know. I didn't watch the video fully because I didn't have the brain today for that. I cannot find a good position for my camera today. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, maybe let me open the game. I don't know actually how much game is in the game. Because is it like... I know it's not like a pure visual novel where we only read. There are some choices. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, sure, Painter. Do everything that can be creative. Humanity's greed, ambition, lust, pride. The source of all drama. Hell yeah. I have to slay the princess. Fuck! Do you want a ban, Kamikaze? Do you want it? Why would you do that to me? But welcome to the stream. Oh, risk right now. Everyone is going to be banned today. Kirill as well. I can't believe people would really troll me like that. Okay. Let me move aside. Okay. Wait, I did... Oh my god. You're here. Oh my god. What a spoiler. I forgot again to add the game. Okay. I did it. Are you proud of me? Please be proud. I need constant reassurance and encouragement from you guys. Guess popcorn bucket in 3D shades. 3D? Is should I have one as well? A princess will exist in a state of either slayed or unslayed. Schrödinger princess. Okay. Content warning. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a list of specific content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering images, effects, as well as parallax effects that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of those effects cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Whenever horrors you may find in these dark spaces have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspective and new beginnings. This is a love story. Hell yeah, I love love stories. Let me move around the game a little bit. I'm going to keep the black space around just to minimize the risk that I will cover the screen, the text. Hello, Pablo. Everyone is trying to, I see, spoil me today. Thank you, Articus. Yeah, I'm a princess too. Okay, let me unmute the game. This soundtrack reminds me of like... of Minecraft. Hello? Yes, English. Accessibility. Self-voicing, clipboard, no. But it's very cool that they have those options. Controls. I mean, I will figure it out. It's a visual novel. Yeah, I guess deja vu sounds. Okay, let me just quickly look if everything works, guys. Okay. Let's start. We're starting, guys. The Hero and the Princess, Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, that's nice. I don't know how to feel about having the voice acting. On one hand, it's great because I don't have to read and I can just chill. On the other hand, I feel awkward when for long periods of time, I can't speak anything. You know, as a streamer, it's, we'll see how it goes.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. I took on this quest knowing what it entails. I will do my job. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? I think that's a lot, and this is a game that will probably give you a lot to talk about anyway. Okay, thank you, Hildos. Should I? I'm wondering if maybe I'm covering too much. Do you guys want this screen? I normally don't use it, but maybe it's a little bit better. It's a little bit outdated. Let me know which screen do you prefer. On the second one, I would cover a little bit less of the text on the right. Only the game, alright. Sup, Ken? Mm-mm. Thank you, Palat, for the lurk, as always. Okay, I'm just going to go with the first option. Thank you. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Oh, Ify, hello. Are you done with your crisis? With attaining enlightenment? Jesus, there's so much options. This is interesting. I did not expect so many dialogue choices. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Alright, Ify, I hope you will be fine.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay, I will. It's not my first kill in my life. I've done a few jobs like that, slaying the innocents for money. I'm just asking out of curiosity, really. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Hey. Princesses are eye candy, they are very important, too. And political pieces as well. Can someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why?
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but Surely you're not one of those, right?
Maybe I am, maybe I am. The narrator is anti-monarchist. Guys, do we stand monarchism or do we hate monarchism? What's the general consensus? Give me my opinion because I don't have right now an opinion on that. Let's. Ken hates monarchism, right? You only hate yourself. If the world owes me nothing, why do I owe the world? Yeah. You don't mind anything? So mixed opinions, I see. Yeah, depends on how the needs of people are addressed. You like to choose your downfall. By the way, Ken, a question. Why do you always capitalize you and my? But not capitalize any other words, like beginning of the sentence? That's something I noticed. I mean, I heard that the best form of government is benevolent dictatorship. If you have a person that genuinely wants to do good for people in charge, then it's the best form of government. But to have a benevolent dictator, it's a risky game. It's like gacha but worse. Autocorrect. Ah, it's interesting that it capitalized the words. Just look at Singapore. Is Singapore a good example? I'm remembering something. I think that this is a good example of dictatorship, right? Or am I tripping? Used to be. Okay, let's continue. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can you tell me what my price is going to be for doing a job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you.
I don't like it.
It might be. I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I don't trust you, narrator. You're not telling me shit. Alright, Ken. Dictatorship or fighting over get the happiest and richest people, yeah. Solution. Band of citizens with access to a button to solve the problem remotely should they step out of line. Trust should go both ways. I could click this. It says that it is explore, but I'm worrying that it's not, so. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. No. We're on a job. We were paid. Not yet, but we're going to get. Yeah, I agree, Ken. There is no cube. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with.
As long as you remain focused on your goal,
Yes.
it will be smooth sailing.
Focused. We're killing the princess today, guys. Or slaying.
Make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Or maybe lay with the princess, I'm sure that's one of the endings.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Is this game just basically a Laboratory Rococo's Basilisk? I feel like it is. Oh no, there is no an S in the first word. I'm going to lay with her.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What? He has his own agency? The guy we're playing? Huh. Okay, now I'm intrigued.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Hell yeah.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
I raised a little bit the game audio. Let me know if it's fine.
Who's there?
Oh no. No. Her voice is sexy. Oh, we cannot do it.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
That laugh.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I mean, she's died, right?
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Why do you have your own voice, my guy? Who's talking? Who is the voice of the hero? Are we the hero? Why is that guy talking and then I'm talking for him? I'm confused.
Focus on the task at hand.
Yes.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke. But now Risk will discover that maybe at the end of the game, if I'm still confused, oh, you can tell me, but not right now. Right now, I'm just asking the questions in the theater to let you know, guys, what I'm thinking. Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
Music is a little bit loud.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Talk for yourself. I'm here on a job. I'm a cold-blooded killer.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I'm not scared per se. I'm more like caroused. If you know what I'm saying. I'm sure you heard that previously, my fair princess. What is on your new profile picture, Doomy? I cannot identify it. It's too small.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Hell yeah.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Hell yeah.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I can stab the shit out of you without getting closer.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us?
Into this expecting to die, you're going to die.
I don't know if it works like that, man.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Slay the princess. I'm doing that.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Well, what's up with my hand? I'm a walking corpse. Okay, she can box. I see.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
Hello, Susie. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here.
We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
That fucking asshole, the voice of a hero. Why did we hesitate? Because of him. I didn't even hesitate. Really?
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Yes, I noticed these hands. I commented on them articles.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Yeah, princess. Just like that. That's the way I like it.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So we just restart, eh?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
No, I died.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows?
Voice of the broken.
To stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Guys, who are the fuck are you? Leave my head! Leave my head! Let me think for myself, damn it! Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Yeah.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
I mean, broken. Voice of the broken. Let's admit it. It was kinda cool. We liked that a little bit. It was painful, but you know, we're into that. Let's be true to ourselves.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Wait. So I have the voice of the broken and voice of the hero as well now? So, but voice of the hero I think is from this timeline and voice of the... So, okay. That's what I'm thinking. Voice of the hero that we had previously became the voice of the broken and transferred to this timeline, but now in this timeline there's also voice of the hero and the narrator, but the narrator in previous us didn't transfer into this. I mean previous us transferred, but not the narrator. Or maybe narrator knows what happens in every timeline. Let's say the narrator instead. I cannot see him, unfortunately.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Different world because we have duplicates and...
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. I need some people to believe in me.
Just be quick about it.
Let's talk about the princess. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job and save the world.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. We just need to find out. Yeah, but I don't know if Princess bleeds yet, so see. All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? No, to quote you from the last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine. Or We could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Every pessimist says that. Oh, I'm not a pessimistic, I'm just being a realist. No, you aren't pessimist, guy. You're a pessimist, not a realist.
You're being annoying.
Yeah.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
What's pessimist? Google that. That's kinda basic concepts. It's not a primary school on the stream. Maybe that sounded a little mean, but I don't mean to be mean. Just trying to focus on the game, and I don't want to delve into explaining things like that. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
Locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay, but if they locked her in the basement, why didn't they kill her? If they, exactly, if they lock her away, why couldn't they slay her? What is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. The less you know about her, the better.
That's all.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Let's go. We're doing that job.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat.
Yeah.
Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us.
Yeah.
At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior.
Oh no, she's gaining power.
Is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Voice of the whiner.
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Do you think I'm stupid or blind?
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
What are you talking about? At least don't lie to me. Now I'm going to look into the mirror to spite this guy.
Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I care about whatever I'm being lied to. There's a mirror. Yes. Exactly that.
As do I. And yeah, there is. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here.
Oh, shut up.
You'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Mr. Narrator, what I don't like the most is lying to me. I can deal with you not telling me stuff. I can deal with you being a smartass. What I don't appreciate is being lied to so brazenly, so openly. And I want you to punch you in the face for that. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
He took away the mirror, that asshole.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
We save, by the way. Okay, I will say that I really like this game so far. It feels more like I'm playing like a tabletop game more than I'm playing a visual novel or reading a visual novel. I don't know, there's this feeling of exploration I really like.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh my god, she got even hotter with her voice.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Oh no, the broken got possessed.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude?
Yeah.
A few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
The broken just admitted to himself that he liked being crushed by her, so that's why he is eager to see her again.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Oh my god, she has see-through dress. I'm weak. My will is broken, guys. I want to drop on my knees and pray to her. But I have to slay her. I cannot be no, she's too powerful. Her aura. It It turns me into a simp.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Oh my god, she called us a little bird. Oh, my heart, guys. Oh. Sorry, that's not what I wanted to do, mana splash. Yes. Hello Nina, welcome to the stream. Hey.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
I cannot drop it. I will tighten my grip.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp.
No.
It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us?
I cannot control it. Look at her. She's showing us her feet. How can I not drop it?
To report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Yes. No, I mean, no.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Yes.
And your knees hit the floor.
Thank you.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Oh my god. Guys, I'm a little bit exaggerating my reaction. Does she get stronger every time we die? Probably, I don't know yet. But that seems like that. I'm exaggerating a little bit how down bad I am for her. But I won't deny that my heart, like, skips a bit every time she talks to us, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, it's actually difficult for me to handle it. Like, I'm her good little bird, after all.
The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
No! I'm going to resist my inner simp. No!
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Yes, give me a lesson.
Pick up that needle.
Oh, maybe not that lesson. Can we do a different lesson? I imagined something more... something else, let's just say that.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
We don't have any other options here explored. Pick up the blade.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
Yes,
This
as you
was
wish.
easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway. You can feel
And-
the creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
I think I moved the broken on this one. She's divine. She's so much more than us. She's above us. How can we defy her?
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
I mean, you're completely right.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What?
I expected that.
To listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
End this. I think I don't have an option here.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Yes, as she tells us, she's better than us. I love her. I will do what she wants to please her in any way I can.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
But I cannot. I'm not only incapable of doing that, I also don't want to do that, because that would be erasing a perfect being, even if I could. And I do not want to erase a perfect being from this world. If the perfect being wants to erase the world, then so be it. That's what the perfect being decided. That's what she decided. That's what decided our queen. Her. And I'm only her simp. Although I can still try to slay the princess. But I don't think I can.
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done.
I cannot. I cannot. I'm sorry, I wasn't strong enough. I wanted to be strong enough, but I'm not.
The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god.
I'm defying you. I'm not right of just.
It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion.
Yes, I submit to oblivion.
But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for understanding, my queen.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Yes.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Serves you right.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries.
She controls him.
Blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever. No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
Yes, as you wish.
We will. I promise.
I know you will.
Yes.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The Apotheosis.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, let me guess, and at the end of the path is a cabin!
The Contrarian. Who are you now? Who are you? Okay, guys. Has my brain awoken? It's still a little bit loopy, but I'm fine. Okay, let's recover a little bit because that's what effect a powerful woman can have on me. They just get control over my action, and I cannot resist, I guess. Can you guys relate? I need some water. Give me a second, I'm going to go pick up water. I'm back. Okay, let's continue this. Oh, man. Oh, sorry, I bumped the microphone. Okay, who are you, Contrarian? What are you doing here? Do I get a new personality every time? Yeah, hello, Susie. My theory is that the broken is previous us. The contrarian is previous us. In other words, when we first started the game, there was only one us. And the voice of the hero, I guess. I don't know who that is, yet. But when we get broken by the princess, that created the broken, that then got transferred into the past or another timeline. And we had the voice of the hero and the broken and us. It's like the part of us that's kinda split. So now the voice of the contrarian is what created the previous, we created in the previous loop.
Excuse me? Come on, man. We can see it right in front of us. And besides, we've been here like, what, 5 times already?
It's third time.
I think this is 3.
Yeah.
Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them. I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss. And there is a massive difference between 3 and 5. Feels like the numbers getting thrown around here are too big not to be abstract. Numbers like 5. Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5. You're already starting to lose the thread. Just because you can't personally sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value. If you have any sense of ethics left in there, if you have any moral compass, please, you have to stop her. Don't you get it? Might makes right, and she didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power. So what? Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question?
Yes.
I knew when to surrender to our better. You would have lost eventually anyway, and it would only have made her angry. It would only have made things worse for all of us. Oh, for the love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves. Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants. Either way, we're listening to somebody. Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants.
What is the third choice?
You all talk about choices and freedom, but there is no choice when it comes to the will of a god. I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
Hell yeah, we're going to lay, not slay. Maybe that's going to be our reward if we help her escape. Okay, now, hold on. I have so many questions.
Now you have neither the time nor the mental acuity to handle a single response. It's now or never.
Yeah, not a god, goddess. I'm not going to the cabin until I have answers. What am I?
As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin. Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know.
I'll straight to the cabin.
As you step forward,
Shinzo o Sasageyo.
explodes.
Oh, fuck.
Flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you.
She just left without our help? She's beautiful.
You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you.
She's beautiful.
The world bows to her.
I bow to her.
Landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Yes. She deserves the reward. She deserves to be destroyed if she does so wishes. As she is the one perfect. I will support her.
Finally, the little bird has set me free.
I don't know how.
Always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
You think lack of strength princess quill. Welcome to the stream. I think I'm fallen in love with the perfect goddess or the princess. And then think I'm now her cultist or something. Hey, funny on, didn't you say something about a third option earlier? On that would make everyone unhappy?
Well, we could always run away, right? To where? I don't know. Anywhere.
You're all ruining the moment of her ascension. Have you no respect for the divine?
Embrace your new goddess. I think that's how I mean, how can I oppose her? Realistically, I'm with the broken, you know? She's the fucking goddess. She deserves it.
Alright, spiting him it is. You don't know what you're doing.
I know, even if this means oblivion for me, even if it means oblivion for everyone in this world, including you, I still embrace her. Because it's her. How can you not deny her the word? How you can deny her your own soul, the narrator? How? We cannot. We could try, but that doesn't matter. Because I want her to have me and the world.
That's half the fun.
Fill the empty seat by my side. Join me for a new dawn.
Yes. By the way, I'm amazed that they drew so much for this game. Like, they drew the same goddess, her from a different angle. They didn't have to. But they did, and that's amazing.
You fool. You can feel the pull of her gravity catch you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
That's fine.
Come to me.
Will you swallow me? Is it Vor?
Her words are like a gentle tug, drawing you closer to the mountain of her body.
Oh, I see big, beautiful mountains. I would like to sit in between.
You land softly on her shoulder. Her skin is warm and comforting. This really is the end. Is it the end? We're still here.
The night sky unweaves into a textured nothingness. He does not respond. She's so beautiful.
Everything is gone but us and her. This is her power. This is where we're meant to be.
I agree with you, the broken.
He's really gone. Huh, that's unexpected. But he would have said something by now if he were still here.
Right. Okay, I wanted to make sure that maybe there's like in options, there's like an option to mute the narrator and that turned on. I wanted to say if it's meta or something, but it doesn't seem like it is.
Yeah. Never knew when to shut up, that one. It's part of why I liked him so much. I can't believe all it took to make him disappear was saying no once. What happens now?
You're welcome.
This world is but an illusion, keeping us from my ascension. A play of shadows dancing on the wall.
The princess reaches forth into the then textured nothing and buries her fingers in its divine flesh. Her touch is soft.
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are part of this now.
Thank you, guys.
See? This is nice. We're safe. She's helping us. She's helping everyone.
Her grip tightens, and somehow you feel it. The pain sits at the limits of your comprehension, like an endless sea of hands firing on you and on after another. after another before finally collapsing in on themselves. You lose yourself in the darkness. So, well, wait. Is she inside of us? Is she sealed inside of us? Because she scratched up the, like, the walls of the reality or whatever, and we felt that. You're hurting me!
It will be over soon, little bird. Then your eyes will open, and all of this pain will seem but the fading memory of a distant dream.
Soon? Soon? Does that mean there's gonna be more? My only comfort is that he isn't here to see us suffer. He would love that, wouldn't he?
The church nothing is ripped open, and with it, you are ripped open. Amid a sea of dissociative pain, you can feel everything that is you pouring out in the theater, and you feel something else too. Anger. I need to lash out and hurt that which is hurting you.
Yes. Hurt her. Do something, anything, to make it stop.
No, if suffering is what she demands of us, suffering is what we'll give. Why would I doubt our God?
It is so tempting to see what's on the other side of that great big nothing, but I think I'm gonna lose myself if this goes on for much longer. Why do we have to be the ones going through all this pain while she gets all the benefits?
Blasphemer. We have been given the gift of offering ourselves to a higher purpose, and you spit in its face.
Make her suffer with you. Suffer in the darkness alone. Now I am not sure. Like, she makes us suffer, like... Okay, right now my theory is that she's actually contained within us, within our body, and when we're going to the cabin to release her, it's actually an illusion created within us. And now that she's broken that, she's breaking our body to release herself. That's my theory. I don't know if it's anywhere close. Not the words Eldritch God I've seen for same quill. But now I wonder if you want her to suffer with us. No, I'm not suffering in the darkness alone. Yes, if suffering is the God's will, what of it? You continue to lose important pieces of yourself. The memories of entire lifetimes lived fade away into a space where your only recollections of them is that something used to be there. You die and reborn, and die and reborn, shrinking and shrinking again and again until there is no you left to die or shrink.
You've done so well, little bird. Behold, the fruit of your anguish.
Your eyes open. Are they yours? They don't feel like yours anymore. But there is no other word to describe that what they belong to.
Where are we? Does it even matter? Here, there, it's all the same.
You're all starting to sound like me.
Your vision focuses, revealing what has been done. The world has opened up, and beyond is something beautiful.
What is that? I think I want to be there.
It's where we're supposed to be.
Can we come back if we go there? I don't want to go there if it means we can't come back.
The princess steps forward, bringing you both to the edge of this something beautiful. It is dizzyingly vast. But neither of you cross the threshold. There is a roaring like underground thunder. She's stopped in place.
Were we supposed to stop?
This is just grass growing in time lapse.
Well, don't think this is over.
After everything I cast aside on my path to ascension, what remnant of the old could possibly be left to defy me?
What? You look down. At the princess's feet rides a shifting mound. A mass of hands clambering over each other, crawling their way up her body. They start to pull. Leave us, our goddess, alone! Who are you to defy her? Don't touch her! Don't defile her body with your hands! The moment of becomes a sea, and the princess struggles to stay afloat. They keep the two of you close to the hole in the world and the light of the something beautiful beyond, but she is drowning. As the sea rises, she pulls you from her shoulder and holds you above the tide. You turn back to look at her. She's trying to keep us safe. Thank you, goddess. You love us after all. I love you too.
We have to be able to do something to help her. This can't be how it ends. It can't. It can't. It can't. It can't.
I think this is the end. I can feel every part of me freezing over.
Her hands reach over hands, pulling at her face, dragging her down into the frigid depths. She's tired and life fades from her eyes. No, goddess, I love you!
You have been the only thing I've ever known to show me grace. I am sorry if I have not shown you the same.
I forgive you. I forgive you. But don't die on me, please. Welcome, the Lord. What is going on? I don't know, and it's too complicated to try to explain. The princess summons the last of her strength, her face a shield of purpose. The princess summons the last of her strength, her face a shield of purpose and determination. In her final act, she hurls through towards the hole in the world, towards the something beautiful beyond. Thank you! Thank you, Mommy!
No. No. I don't want to be somewhere she isn't. It would always be dark without her.
It's what she wants for us. But can we make it?
We have to.
We can do whatever we want. And I believe in her.
And I believe in her too. We have to make it, guys. She sacrificed herself for us to be there. We have to make it. No. But the hole sees before you can make it to the other side. If there is a time to bask in what lies beyond, it is not now. No, 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 no! We have to make it! For her! As you turn to look back at her, you see that she's gone. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious? Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do? Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing.
Hello, Edward. The slaying of the princess? Well, the story went in the direction where we're her devoted cultist. Her name and title is Princess, by the way. Thank you for the enlightenment. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that.
We have to.
I don't want to look at us.
We have to. Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
It's time, guys. It's time to face the truth. To face ourselves. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Everything has its ending, hero. You approach the mirror. Yes, I got the apotheosis. Gaze into your reflection. As my first ending also. Silence as you reach the forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. I'm not surprised I looked like that. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. She's still here. Somewhat.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Her voice is so nice now. Hello, Crook. It's looking pretty good. If you can call it good. Am I your vessel? Yes, you can take me for yourself. Oh my god, we have a lot to explore. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
That's a poetic way to put it, but I wanted a real answer. I am a person. But solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
So like an artificial intelligence? I am a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
Perhaps. I wouldn't know.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Perhaps. What were you saying about the gift of the fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one sits at the cusp of awakening. A new god waiting to be born. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that. This is the end of the world.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's a good point, actually. Can you let her out of there? I want to see her once more.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I think we're all going to return to you at some point. You want to be a god, Quill, too? You love power? I believe in you that you can become a god. I believe in everyone that's gathered here to become a god. A new god of the new world. I am going to become a god as well, guys. And you are going to worship me. And you can become your own god. And I will worship you in return. Have you saved? Were you able to? I mean, I can save now. Are you talking about something else? Alman crave to be powerful, but who truly deserves? That's a good question. Who deserves to be powerful? I don't think anyone deserves to be powerful. And everyone deserves to be powerful at the same time. Which I know it's not an answer that is satisfying, but it's an answer that is true. If you want to be powerful, if you want to grasp the power in your hand, then you have to reach for it. And if you manage to reach for it, then you deserved it. Now, you could grasp the power in unethical ways, and people can hate you for it. And that is entirely in their power to hate you as well. And it is entirely in their power to try to overthrow you, to take away your power, if you obtain it in unethical ways. That's just how the world works. Okay, Sissy, thank you.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh, that's kinda cool. That sounds kinda a little bit romantic. Do you want to date?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know what the world's beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess? Probably not, but I must ask.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I think so, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm a fool. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
You feel sadness, longing, hope, and as I witness you. Again, do you try to raise me up? What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Then let us do so.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
More perspective. Do you mean like the voice of a hero, voice of the broken, voice of the contrarian, the narrator, me? Do you speak of them as perspectives? It is a good answer though. Though my many long years of difficult growth, I became so much more powerful. And I want everybody else to grow too. To become powerful. It is beautiful. Yes, guys. We all need to become powerful. We all have to strive to grow our power. Become the gods of the new world. And all the words, like Carticus says. And I'm basically, what I'm doing right now is putting in Chunibuyo terms just self-help advice, guys. when I say of becoming gods. It's basically just self-improvement advice. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Deep. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
No, I will not forget, as I am outside of your reality. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Alright. So, what I'm getting is that now we're kinda getting the point of the game, just to unlock other endings, so we get other perspectives to ultimately bring to her. I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Cool voice that we haven't found it? I'm sure there are many. Okay, make me forget. I'm not going to. But you can. Try.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I will.
You won't.
I will. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
So we reach first ending in 2 hours. Okay, let's step back for a little bit. Let's talk about it. Oof. That was good. Should I start another one? I wonder. I mean, we can. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep going for a little bit more. Okay, bye-bye, painter. Mwah. You need weed? I mean, I'm going to provide kamikaze. But for so far, I will say that... Yeah, I saved Lucy. Susie. I really enjoyed the game so far. Like, it's... I don't know, the art and the number of different drawings they made, even though they didn't have to make as many. It's really impressive, and I love the voice acting, and I love the story as well. Like, I'm really having fun right now, guys, and I feel like I can provide a good commentary for this game. What's your title? I don't know. What does that mean? Let's just continue for a little bit more. We're on a path of the woods, okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Note, you can skip previous listen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or on your controller. Okay. Right now, let's just be a silent healer. Let's just killer. Let's just not speak. I'm just here. I've been sent here to collect more. So and I will do new perspective.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I was supposed to forget, but I remember everything.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know. The interior of the cabin is almost into blade is your implement.
As god of whimsical and chaos and ships, Articus. I don't know what's your title. I don't. I mean, why are you asking me? You're the one that wants to be a god. Have you missed much? Just the first ending. So I don't know. How familiar are you, Edward? I think you are, right? Yeah, you saw the apotheosis. We talked with the goddess or whatever that was about collecting more perspectives, and now we're going to kill the princess.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Because there was not enough princess slaying in this game.
The basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. A hint of rot filtering her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all...
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. Nuh-uh. I've decided yes. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Don't say a word.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, so you should just drop it.
She's unarmed. If you...
She's going to probably beat us up. Anyway. And I'm wondering if I should reload if that happens.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
She actually didn't.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
No. It doesn't matter.
She's convinced she can't die. Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
No, it's not, but I shouldn't say no more. Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I'm just going to listen to the narrator. She's not dead, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to lie to him. You're alright, she's dead. Let's just get out of here.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Mm.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
So what's my reward, narrator? It was supposed to be something secret.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I was kind of hoping I'd get better ending for saving the world. So that's the secret you wanted us to get, narrator? Just to be stuck here for eternity?
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
You asshole.
This is what's best for everyone.
You're,
Trust me.
you're happy, so see why. Do you enjoy the eternity?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
I don't think I am happy.
Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
What? Slay ourselves?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
I'm assuming the blade is kind of piercing the princess to this place, as being that if we take it out, she's going to heal back and resurrect. Wouldn't using that blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we'd die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
I mean, we can play word games, Let's play a game where we just say what we see, but we cannot repeat things. So, table. Go on. Now you, the voice of the hero.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Door. Okay. Window. Wall. Floor. Doorknob. Oh, that's a specific one. The void. I'm going to stick with the narrator for this one. Alright. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing. At least for a little while longer. Wood. Okay. Log.
What a relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Table was already mentioned by me as the first thing, Articus. And we'll trust that narrator the moment we started this game. I don't trust him either. Don't worry, we're going to see that Edward. Maybe not right now, but eventually. I'm going to do as many endings as I can. I should have saved, to be honest, but whatever.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
Doubtful. Why? Why do you think we won't see it? Glass frames. Oh, that's actually good. But you should give us more, give us opportunities, you say. The narrator, I guess. What's up, Kirill? The chat. What about the chat? You see the chat. You're mentioning what you see. Okay, I think we're kinda strapped right now. And the voice of the hero, I guess.
Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy.
Edward, I can always go back, right, to the beginning of the game, and I will be back at the beginning many times. So I will see the cold or whatever. Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good. Because the blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
I'm not sure what you're referring to, Edward, but we'll see.
You say, little voice. He's right. Do you hear? Do you not? Don't you dare.
Anything to get out of this hell. We said cool for a reason.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. nice knowing you.
Happiness. Chapter 2. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Did we kill ourselves? No, we just stabbed ourselves, you know.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Oh, voice of the cold.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place. Those are two very different questions, but let's say for a moment, if you're back here, I'm assuming you...
We heard all of this.
We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. And I believe your other...
No, sorry, I skipped.
Along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply...
Okay, we heard that.
...slay the princess? What would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Yeah, maybe not.
Just stay focused, will you?
Let's talk about this princess.
Wake about.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes, maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
Can I imagine slaying the narrator? I can just mute him. I can mute the voices, I guess. That's like slaying him.
Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Bye-bye, Articus. Good to see you. Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
Locked her in.
Okay, we asked that. That's all.
Now, if you don't mind,
Proceed to the cabin.
a warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt. The blade is your imp. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
So now this place is like destroyed more. You didn't say anything about the mirror?
Because there isn't a mirror.
There's no.
Definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Hi, Destiny Francis. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We were waiting for you. The prophecies were foretold about your coming.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something?
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually... So focus up.
Take the blade.
You take the blade.
I approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Yeah, I know.
There a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
So yeah, I'm skipping a little bit of dialogue, but everything we heard previously. But I want to see what Cold will say about those things.
The basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
She's dead.
The final step. The form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay. She's definitely dead.
Yep.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Look at the smile. She's so cute. She's like, peekaboo.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Look at her. She's so happy.
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
He a killer. I like her.
The princess drifts across the room into
Ooh.
orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles.
Don't do things like that. Do you want to date me or something? Don't do it if you don't mean it.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Do we want to slay the princess? Do we want just to keep slaying them? I don't think I can with my blade. I don't know. No, Michael. Welcome, by the way. Welcome, good to see you. Maybe you guys make a choice. Hi, Cybermybite Comet. Should I just call you Comet? Comet? Not Comet. Comet. Yeah, Comet. When you say yeah, I prefer that. What are you referring to? Yeah, right now I'm looking for opinions. I didn't have a particular preference here. You say slay. Slay! Ah, okay. You say don't slay. Okay. We don't have a consensus here. I'm just going to wait and see how things play out for now.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
What is something else? See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the rules. This already happened. We killed her.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish. Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost. You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you? And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option.
I think the narrator is not stupid. He has just his own agenda.
What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
I killed you. What are you doing not being dead?
I don't feel very bad. But I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me. Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers. Or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead. Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
Your body's right there, though. Your dead body.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
How? It's crazy. How many sprites did they draw of her? They didn't have to, but they did. That's crazy.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
Oh, they hand drawn it on paper. That's amazing. Like, I cannot believe this shit.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest, and not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Where are you supposed to be?
Home.
Where is home?
Just where is home?
Yeah.
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone.
Now I realize that you guys are covering her chats a little bit, so I'm going to move you.
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
You're super obsessed with this game, Comet? Yeah, I'm starting to get obsessed too. I did only one ending so far, but it's been amazing so far.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you owe me.
Oh my god, she's not so cute anymore.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
I mean, she was my goddess in the previous ending. I wouldn't object to that. I do owe her.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Yes, Comet, it was Apotheosis. It was my first ending. And it's your favorite game ever, but you don't play VNs or horror games. I do play them a little bit here and there, but yeah, I can see why. It's your favorite ever. But I lean closer to games like The Coffin of Andy and Lyle. I have to play that one, but I'm waiting for it to get finished because I don't think it's finished yet. It was unlikely for people to get Apotheosis first. Listen, it's unlikely if you can resist yourself. But when a goddess speaks to me in domineering voice to kneel, I'm going to kneel. If she tells me to slay myself, I'm going to slay myself. If she tells me to help her escape, then I'm going to help her do that. Because, I mean, have you heard her voice? When she speaks to me with the voice of authority? I don't think any reasonable human could resist it. She was clearly superior to us.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
What if I say no?
Then I won't hitch a ride.
That's pretty easy. You won't hitch a ride if I say no. Or you can't hitch a ride.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you.
Look at her sassy little expression here.
But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
You just don't get apotheosis unless you resist a little. I resisted a little bit, but maybe not enough.
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
This would be just temporary, right? You'll leave me once we're out of the cabin.
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long, 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 long time.
I wouldn't mind having a ghost girlfriend. If you have your ghost girlfriend, if you're still here, right? You can relate.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
If I let you in, do I still get to be on control?
Sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
Hello, Sergin or Sergin? Welcome to the stream, good to have you here. Yes, best princess. Let me see something. Right. Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took... I apologize for that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart?
Don't underestimate your own capabilities. If you truly managed to slay her last time, that doesn't mean she wasn't a threat. It means you did something heroic. Threats come in all shapes and sizes. A misspoken word could bring about the end of everything just as much as a blade or even the mere existence of an idea.
Thank you, guys.
You were chosen for this job for a reason.
That's right, killer. I'm not a threat to anyone. And even if I was, I'm hardly a threat anymore, wouldn't you say?
What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
I think the more she speaks, the more her voice kind of splits into like a whisper, and like there's a second voice in the background whispering something, and that is the voice actor doing ASMRs. I would very much like that.
Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, Asking someone what she's going to do with her life?
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
What? Ah, yeah, we're undead, probably. That's what I figured looking at my hands, but we'll see.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Well, why are you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
You still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, just letting you out of here mean the world is going to end.
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise.
Well, are you lying to me that you promised?
The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't.
We are recorded to whisper and the speaking for the princess, yeah. I just hope that she does ASMR as well. I would love to fall to sleep to her whisper.
I'm not so sure endings are real.
Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. We have a lot of dialogue with this one, with the Spectre guys. There's a shit ton of.
Well, yeah. You brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
That's true. Sorry, I don't think that she does ASMR. God damn it! No! What's the point of living in this world now? That night could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
That's true. She's the Gen VTuber though. I had a feeling she's a VTuber. I don't know why. But that's just in the voice, the energy.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
Right. Who's the VTuber? Maybe I know of her. You did really? Like, it was just a hunch, I don't know. Like, many VTubers now are in voice acting. And in a niche game like that, it was niche when it came out, it's pretty good chance that a VTuber would voice it. I don't know, just something about the voice quality. Sounded like a VTuber.
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
That makes sense, and the devs actually found her from her VTubing work, and she was playing their other unvoiced game. Oh! What's their other unvoiced game and the name of the VTuber? Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it again.
Put Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again. If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Scarlet Hollow. The title sounds familiar.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
Like I said, I just want to go home.
If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you.
And if I knew you were going to murder me without even knowing who I was, I wouldn't have given you the chance. We all make mistakes.
I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. But we've already been over that, so why don't you stop stalling and let me in? It's so cold out here.
It's not going to be my first time letting a ghost in. Once I remember, adventuring with my friends and going to an old dwarven stronghold underground. And we met some ghosts there. And we needed to make a pact with those ghosts because we needed something else. And it's been a long time ago. I don't remember exactly what. And I allowed some of the dwarven ghosts or two to inhabit my body because they couldn't live. So we left with them from that stronghold, and yeah, I had a few ghosts inside of myself. I learned a lot about dwarves this way by having just a ghost in my head. Welcome back, Risk. There is nothing saying a princess can't enter whatever you are. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me?
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's a ghost. Ghosts can't hurt us.
That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
See?
Or maybe I can rip your heart out. Who's to say, really?
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
Jesus, how much dialogue? Okay, I think we'll come in close. A little too much here, I will say, because I feel like there's a lot of talking, but not a lot of new information. After I killed you in this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it? She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right. I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest. It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Yeah, if you can't go through walls, can't you just live all your own?
I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go.
Okay, team, I'm out of the ideas. Thoughts?
We could always try violence. It's worked for us so far. She's a ghost. Who says ghosts are immune to violence?
That's true.
Common sense? There's nothing common or sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter. Fine, then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us. I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then?
There's nothing common or sensible about common sense.
I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of here. We could. It would be something different. I like different. Absolutely not. If you walk her out of here, she's going to end the world. And is that really so bad? Yes, it is by its very definition bad. But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution, is it?
Okay. There's an option to let her possess us, leave her in the basement, slay her, and the option that doesn't say anything. Okay, I thought given it enough thought, the answer is no, I can't let you out and I won't let you possess me. So I don't know what's about this one, but yeah, I think I'm going to let her in because she's our goddess after all. Okay. I've given it enough thought. Let's get you out of here.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
I'm prepared.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Are we going to die?
It's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Okay, Risk, if I don't forget.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Okay.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
Yes, she's...
What it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Yeah. She's inside us, with consent. Remember, guys, us always ask for consent. She hated us. She wanted us perhaps dead, but she still asked for consent. That's how you do it.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Yeah. To be honest, that's true for all humans. Who cares what we are? Who cares what's our purpose? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
So that's why we keep seeing mirrors, eh?
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
She gives her some insight on the narrator.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
The narrator he just keeps trying to ignore the situation. He's coping.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
You're alright, princess. I'm better than that.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Okay, I like the supportive princess as well. If she calls me a good boy, I'm ending the stream.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
Am I really winning son, Reimu? Welcome, Dad. But I am actually a mother and a dad and a parent of any other gender as well in this stream. Welcome, son, to you. Are you winning? I'm winning, I think. Good to have you here.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
That's something that the goddess or whatever said in Apotheosis. That we can only reborn on a remold.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess.
It's fine.
If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Go just forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
That's cool.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Hell yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to release her.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it. and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
No, he disappeared again.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
That's a good question.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Yeah, pop out, please. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Claire.
Sure, no problem. Will you be my now dead goth princess GF? Or no reward for me? I wouldn't mind that, you know.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Okay, the hands take her again. You don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memorial returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No, that's what we meant to be like that. Right. The hands didn't get consent. That's true. Not cool. Although she seemed like she wanted that, so maybe they did.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean?
Cold nose?
Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. It's me again. You've grown. Thanks. That's cool. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. You look different now.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Cool.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay, guys. Before we proceed to ask her a question, I really quickly have to go with my dogs. Which is kind of awkward because I'm going to end the stream after this conversation, but I really need to go with my dogs because I'm late. They want to go peace and shit. So, give me like up to 10 minutes. And I will be back. I'm back. Welcome, Evil Sonic. How are you doing? Isn't evil Sonic just Shadow the Hedgehog? Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Okay. Let's continue. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
So, am I not only bringing her... Yeah, I have to figure it out. Are we bringing her only other princesses, or are we bringing her also parts of ourselves, like the cold right now? I think that's both, if I were to guess. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
Sorry, words are difficult for me.
Well, you used a lot of them.
Weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Rude.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Are we creating a new god out of all the princesses? What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
I'm trying to understand her words.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
What are the princesses even? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
I mean, relatable. All I want to know is to know myself. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? That's my, I think, quest, I guess.
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Okay, I already can tell that I'm going to watch a lot of lore videos about this game. When I go back, it's as if an invincible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
I didn't even know realize that, guys. But because I made different choices. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart.
Yearning heart.
Do not mourn her. she will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I didn't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the more worse I feel things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. That's deep. I think that applies to all humans, does it not?
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
I can attack an entity and destroy my body, but I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. So she shattered the mirror, I am guessing, because we heard the sound. We are the mirror, I guess, in some way. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the. You're here to.
Okay. I know. A weird-looking cat. Welcome, the weird-looking cat. I'm happy to have you here. What roads have we got? We got the apotheosis so far, and we got the ghost princess, the specter. Those two. Let me see something. Alright, have you played this game a lot? The only spoiler is that there is no wrong decisions. Yeah, that's what I get. Risk, are you still here? I was to remind you of something. Okay. Risk seems to be absent, unfortunately. I mean, Kat, I know that you just came, but I'm actually going to end the stream, which is a shame, but I don't like ending when the new viewers come, as you can imagine, but a little bit shorter stream, but I have to prepare for the week. I have to make the schedule. There's no schedule yet, but I'm going to make it like tomorrow or day after tomorrow, because tomorrow is not going to be the stream. There's no stream tomorrow. I'm busy. But so far, I really enjoyed this game. Again, I really love how many different drawings there are, how alive it feels, how many decisions you can make. And it really feels not only like a visual novel, but like choose your own adventure game, which many visuals don't, because they're kind of afraid to give you too many choices, because that means a lot more writing and having to draw different scenarios. But because the scenarios here are so short, it allows them to be more. And I really like that feeling of choose your own adventure. So we're going to return to this week as well, probably. If you guys enjoyed it, remember to follow and subscribe. That really helps a lot. And we'll see each other day after tomorrow, probably at the earliest. Keep a lookout on the schedule on all my socials and Discord, and even on YouTube or offline chat on Twitch. I'm going to set up a raid over on Twitch. Why not? Unless there's no one that wants to participate. We'll see. Again, thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate everyone here. And yes, we're raiding Dice Queen. I don't really know them, but they're playing also a visual novel. So yeah, see you again. Bye bye. Oyasumun.